Once upon a time, in the heart of the enchanted forest, there lived a cute little rabbit named Rosie. Rosie was known far and wide for her fluffy white fur and her sparkling pink nose. But more than her appearance, Rosie was famous for her kind heart and helpful nature. One sunny morning, Rosie hopped through the forest, humming a cheerful tune. As she hopped along, she noticed her friend Squirrel struggling to gather nuts that had fallen from the tall trees. "Hello, Squirrel. Can I help you with anything?" Rosie asked with a warm smile. "Oh, Rosie, I'm having a hard time collecting all these nuts. They're so high up in the trees," Squirrel replied, looking a bit worried. Without a second thought, Rosie hopped over to the nearest tree, stood on her hind legs, and reached for the nuts. With her nimble paws, she skillfully gathered a bunch and handed them to Squirrel. "Thank you, Rosie. You're a lifesaver," Squirrel exclaimed with gratitude. Rosie just smiled and continued on her way through the forest. As she hopped along, she came across a group of young birds sitting on a branch, chirping sadly. "What's the matter, little ones?" Rosie inquired, concern in her eyes. "Our nest fell from the tree during the last storm, and now we have nowhere to stay," tweeted one of the baby birds. Rosie didn't waste a moment. She hopped around, collecting twigs and leaves, and soon enough, she had built a cozy new nest for the baby birds. Their tiny beaks broke into smiles as they snuggled into their new home. As Rosie continued her journey, she encountered a grumpy old hedgehog named Harold, who was stuck in a thorny bush. "Rosie, I should have been more careful. Now I'm all tangled up," grumbled Harold. Rosie gently untangled the thorns, being careful not to hurt the prickly hedgehog. Soon enough, Harold was free and grinning from ear to ear. "Thank you, Rosie. I never expected such kindness," he admitted. Rosie simply winked and continued on her way, spreading joy and warmth throughout the enchanted forest. The animals soon realized that Rosie's kindness had a magical effect, making the forest an even more wonderful place to live. And so, the cute little rabbit taught everyone in the enchanted forest that a small act of kindness could make a big difference, turning each day into a magical adventure filled with love and friendship.